dear children. After a long time, we are again back to our video classes. See, we had been going through a lot of difficulties, I believe you would have understood our audio classes very well because the situation demanded us to give you only the audio classes. Now, as we are not completely free, but we are somewhat free, we just go back to our old system. That means video class. Because in grammar sections, it's really tough to give you audio class. You won't understand anything. So today we will see a wonderful grammar section. Do you remember last day we learned a grammar part through Google Meet live class? Okay. Do you remember that? That was subject and verb. That was subject and predicate, right? That day I told you a sentence will have its head, usually has its head, and the following part starting from verb is called predicate. That's what we have learned. Soon after that, in page number 23 itself, that means in the first chapter itself, we have another very important grammar section. This is something we always make mistake with. That is nothing other than subject-verb agreement. Subject is already known to you. The starting noun or pronoun is the subject. That means the head of the sentence is subject. That we saw already. Okay. I won't repeat what the subject is. I believe you will be able to know what the subject is. Dear children, the usual pattern, every time it won't be like this, the usual pattern of a sentence is like this. S, V, O. This is said to be the usual pattern of a sentence. Every time it won't be. There is a clause, okay, keep in mind. That means there will be a subject followed by the verb, then an object. SVO pattern is the common pattern of a sentence. But it won't be every time. There are sentences without the object that we will see in our next grammar section. Today we just keep in mind, for the easy understanding, just keep in mind the common structure of a sentence is subject, then verb, then object. Right? See, in a sentence, when we learn, subject is followed by verb. Isn't it? That day, when I taught you subject and predicate, I also told you there is no sentence without a verb. There is no sentence without a verb. Verb is what the subject is doing. If I say what I am doing now, I am teaching. So I subject, I am teaching. That is the activity, that is verb. You are listening or you are watching. You subject are watching or are listening is the activity you are doing. That is the verb. See, dear children, there is an agreement between the subject and verb. Keep the object away. We are already speaking about subject and verb. About the object we will see in the next section. Now we will see the relation between, the agreement between subject and verb. This is the basic thing you should know when you speak or write English. This is where we make a lot of mistake. I already told you. There is an agreement. As I told you, there is an agreement between the subject and verb. I will write a sentence. You can then we will discuss what it is. Rahul, it take a boy for example. Reads English. As our subject is English, we will use the same subject. Rahul reads English. Right? Rahul reads English. Subject, it is Rahul. Verb is reads. Verb is reads. English object, leave it. That we will see in the next section. I have already told you. We are only speaking about the relation between subject and verb. That means agreement. What is an agreement, dear children? What is an agreement? Imagine you just ask your parents. Imagine we are buying a property or we are selling a property or we are buying a car or we are selling our car. Then between the buyer and seller, first we will write an agreement. Agreement means this is something, a contract written and signed by two people, which cannot be broken. Imagine we are selling a land. We are selling our land, or we are buying it. Then we will fix the rate first. That means the buyer and seller will fix the rate first. Then they will have to write so many things. They will have to agree so many things. When will we give the money? When will we? First we will give an advance, a token advance maybe. Then we will fix a date for giving the next amount. Then maybe the amount will be given in so many installments. Okay, next month we will give these many lakhs. Next, after 2 months we will give these many lakhs. And the registration will be in this month. All the things will be finalized. And even including the amount will be finalized. All these things will be written in a registration paper and it will be signed by both people. That is called agreement. So dear children, this agreement should not be violated. If I cannot give the money on time, sometimes the agreement is broken. And that agreement is broken means sometimes the already what we have given may be gone. It is now the right of the other person to decide whether he should give back the money. This agreement, if I have decided, the agreement is like this, on the 1st of August, that means coming August, I have to give 10 lakh rupees. I couldn't give, then what will happen? The agreement is broken. So the agreement is something that should not be broken. That is why it is said to be the subject verb agreement. Okay, there is an agreement between the subject and verb in each sentence. You know already, I will tell you what it is. This agreement should not be broken. Okay, if the agreement is broken, everything collapses. Okay, so if you learn this, you will easily use English without any mistake. So shall we see what the agreement is? The agreement depends on two things. One is person, the other one is number. What is person? I am a person, you are persons, that is not the person. In English we say the subjects are of three persons. That is, the first one is first person is said. What is first person? It all has singular and plural. Keep in mind, dear children, we are speaking about subject. After seeing this only, we can go to the agreement. Okay. What is first person? First person is always the person who is doing an activity. That is I myself. I am first person singular. So I am alone, so I use the word I, first person. If it is a group, then we will use the plural form we. So I am always the first person. If I am more than one, there are some other people with me, then we will use the plural form we. The second person is you are the second person. I am the first person, then who is the second person? You. Singular is you. What is the plural form of you? You yourself. Say. You can be used for singular as well as plural. This already known to you. Then, next one is third person. Third person. Who will be the third person? If I am the first person, you are the second person. Who is the third person? If it is a male, we will call them he. Singular, okay, he. If it is a female, we will call them she. If it is not a human being, it is something else. Anything it can be. Subject is the name of anything. A noun is the subject. If it is not a person, we will call it it. These all are singulars. First person, second person, third person. If it is not singular, plural, he, instead of one boy, if there are many boys, or instead of one girl, she stands for a female person, isn't it? Instead of one girl, if there are so many people, or instead of one object, if there are so many objects, we call it together they. Do you understand? Dear children, we are speaking about the subject. Subject can be first person, second person, or third person. Each person has singular or plural. What is first person? Always I is the first person. Its plural form is we. Second person is you, and the plural form also is you. Third person is, if it is a male, he, female, she, if it is lifeless thing, it. Its plural form is they. Then we will see the agreement. Dear children, Rahul is the subject here. Rahul means he, isn't it? Rahul means he. Pronoun is he. This is a present tense sentence. Reads or speaks, whatever it is, present tense. So as Rahul is singular, I already told you this is confusing now. I will write here. The agreement is between number and person of the subject. Okay, number and person of the subject. Persons are these. First person, second person and third person. It can be for singular or plural, whatever it is. The second one is number. Number means, again, this is the number. Number means one number or more than one, singular and plural. That is the number. Okay, so this is what we see now. Rahul reads English. You always make mistake with this. Okay, why it is reads? The common or the unbreakable rule is that if the subject is singular, the verb also should be singular. And if the subject is plural, means the verb also should be plural. Subject is singular means the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, verb also should be plural. What is Rahul's number? Is it singular or plural? Rahul is one person. The pronoun for Rahul is he. It is singular. So the verb should be singular. Reads is always singular. S4 in present tense is singular. That means whenever you are using simple present tense, this is simple present. In the next chapter we will see tenses. Okay, tenses, I believe you know what the different kinds of tenses. It's not only about present, past and future, it's subdivisions, simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. But we will see that later. But here, in simple present tense, this is singular when this is singular. Okay, imagine if it is Rahul and Ramesh, then it is not singular, becomes plural they. Rahul and Ramesh is not singular, two people are there, it becomes plural. Then what will you write? Can you write reads? No, you have to use the plural form, that is not reads, it is read. Read English. Do you understand? If it is one person alone, and the pronoun for that is he, it should be only in present tense. We are speaking about present tense. It should be singular. This S form is singular. Okay, this is singular. Okay, and this normal form is always said to be plural. And this is the same with other tenses. If it is same verb, we will take. The same verb we will take. Rahul. If we are going to continuous tense, what will happen? Is reading. I don't write English now. Rahul is reading. If it is Rahul and Ramesh, what will you write? If it is Rahul and Ramesh, what will you write? Can you say Rahul and Ramesh is reading? As it is plural, we have to use the plural form of the verb, then it will become are reading. Do you get me? Rahul is reading. Rahul and Ramesh are reading. Another one is with perfect tense. Rahul has read. You just see, Rahul has read. Has is singular here. And if it is Rahul and Ramesh, then we have to use plural form. What is the plural form? It is have. Rahul and Ramesh have read. This is about present tense. What about past tense? Past tense also has the same. Okay, past tense also has the same. In continuous tense, we just wrote Rahul is reading. What is it? What is the number? Singular. Rahul is alone. So that is why we had written, already we had written a disrupt. Rahul is. If it is a past form, what will you write? Rahul was reading. Rahul was reading. What did we write earlier? Rahul and Ramesh are reading. When it is plural. Okay. And Ramesh are reading is plural. What will be the past form? Rahul and Ramesh were reading. So this is the agreement, dear children. We cannot write Rahul and Ramesh is reading. Then the agreement is broken. I already told you the agreement is that whenever the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. Whenever the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. This is the easy method to know how it happens. Okay, this is the easy method to know. But imagine, I always have an exception. Okay, I speak or speaks. A simple doubt to you. Which is correct? I speak English or I speak English. What we learned is when it is singular, it should be singular. According to the rule, it should be I speaks, right? But it is not like that. It is applicable with the third person. Rahul is a third person. Dear children, earlier we have written Rahul reads English. Okay, earlier I just wrote Rahul reads English. Rahul is third person. I only the first person. Rahul, instead of Rahul, we can use he, that means third person. Third person only has this rule. First person won't take this rule. First person, even though I is singular, what happens is, it will only take plural form. That is an exception. We cannot say, I speak English, I speak English. We speak English. What about you? You also say maybe singular. You also will take you speak. This is mainly applicable with third person. Do you understand? This is a grammar part that is that much important. When you come to higher classes, you will easily understand. But just keep in mind only this one. Whenever it is singular third person, somebody's name you are writing, some book's name you are writing, then you have to use the S form. Always you make mistake. Okay, in present tense I am speaking. Past tense means okay, Rahul reads. Past form is Rahul read. Okay, I read. Every word is said. We are speaking about the present tense. Tense we will see in detail in another chapter. That means in next chapter there is tense. We have to learn. So this is the one, a very important thing. And sometimes the verb will be like that. Someone. What will be the object? So the verb. Someone speaks or someone speak. Someone only takes speaks. Someone only takes has. It won't take half. Because this is singular. We are speaking about someone. He or she. Anyone speaks. Okay. This is always confusing, dear children, but just understand these kinds of subjects also will come. Someone, anyone, somebody also will come. Somebody, okay, somebody also takes singular. So the main thing is like this. When the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. When the subject is plural, the verb also should be plural. This is what we have to keep in mind. and this is applicable with the third person in present tense. In past tense also it's okay. That means past continuous. He was speaking. They were speaking. Rahul and Ramesh was speaking. Right? No, Rahul and Ramesh were speaking, but Rahul was speaking. This is how you have to learn. Okay, this is a much needed part of grammar. This is the only way we can just communicate like this. I believe if you were in class, you would have understood much better than this. Okay, just go through this. Okay, just understand. And whenever you are reading a sentence, just see how the subject is connected to the verb. How the subject is connected to the verb. We have many practice questions are there. We will just practice. You have to do it first. Okay, later I will give you the answers. First, you may just try. Just try. And what you understood, this apply. Okay, thank you, dear children. I believe you have understood. Okay, if you haven't understood, just give me give me a call or just text me. I will just explain to you. Okay. Otherwise, when the school reopens, we will just go through this grammar parts in detail once again. Okay. So, for the time being, goodbye. Thank you.